Hello beautiful people, happy Thursday and welcome to your special edition portal video. So today we are celebrating the 12/12 portal and I felt inspired and nudged again by the spirit to hop on and talk about whatever we want to come through because I have no clue, but I do have 6 decks ready to talk. So these were intuitively chosen since this morning and they had crystals sat on them, so hopefully everything is well infused with the energy. And yeah, let me just open this space to start. So I would like to open this space and invite my higher self spirit guides, ancestors, starseed family, angelic team, also ascended masters, akashic record keepers, and all the beings of light that wish to be present and contribute towards this co-creation to support our evolutionary path and raising of vibration and frequency at this time of our collective evolution. Thank you for being here. Thank you everyone for watching, and let's just dive in. So yeah, today when I'm recording this is Thursday. Thursday is the day of Jupiter, and actually today we just experienced the Venus-Mars opposition, which for me personally is happening in the first and the seventh house, just conjuncted my ascendant, descendant, squaring my sun, squaring my Pluto, left, right, center, everything is activated. And moon is in the sign of Taurus as we speak, getting ready to conjunct my north node, already in a new phase with my sun. So it's all happening, let me tell you, it's all happening. We are still in Sagittarius season, just about for another week and a bit. And yeah, and then we're going to enter into the final stages of this year 2024. And this is our last portal day, not really, because of course every day is a portal day and we still have 2 lunations to enjoy. One this Sunday, the full moon in Gemini, and then we will end this year with new moon in Capricorn, exactly in the same way we began it, but this time it will be actually on the Capricorn decan, whereas the first one was already on the Virgo decan, right? So there were a lot of adjustments that we made throughout this year and a lot that we learned. And actually the 12/12, you know, when we add it together, 12 is number 3, so there's 2 3s. The number 6, number 3, it's all about expansion and co-creation, because 1 and 1 makes 3, right? And the number 6 is all about balance, right? Balance and harmony. So we've got all this as a potential to choose from, as a choice to choose from, because with this full moon in Gemini, and I've been talking about this to death in my astrological forecast, which was released already, about this full moon in Gemini. This is an illumination of the choices we have made, and we can always make different ones. We are not stuck with our choices for life, just like the devil card would want you to believe, you know, with the chains around your neck, you know, the karma. There is always a chance to balance the scale and choose differently. And this is of course then going to influence the situation and experience you're going to be having. So with this 12/12 portal, I really feel that it's such an interesting energy and happening at the same time as this Venus-Mars opposition, as the current rulers of the South and the North Node, and Mars is being retrograde, so it's going to make us reevaluate everything, soon to be moving back into the sign of Cancer at the beginning of January, and then after Mars stations direct, Venus is going to go retrograde. So once again, it is all happening, and it's all happening for us, you know, like to help us on this path of expansion and choosing these new timelines that we have the opportunity to co-create, manifest, and experience in this real time, in this life. So anyway, so I am going to really start with the White Light Oracle, because it seems like this is my go-to for the portal work. So we're going to start with this. This is Alana Fairchild with her super long descriptions, but always 100% spot on. So I'm going to give a stage to Alana Fairchild with the White Light Oracle and see what message wants to come out to support us on this path of expansion during 12/12 portal, while we have Jupiter as the ruler of Sagittarius in opposition with Mercury as the ruler of Jupiter, both retrograde. Making us to go inwards to seek the answers within. So let's see. So what is the guidance from the White Light Oracle for 12/12 portal to support us on the path of expansion towards harmony and balance? Okay, so we have a card. We actually have few cards, but I'm going to take the top one that flipped. Tantra of 639 hertz. Interesting. Let's see. Okay, we have two beings here. Well, number 6 is the Lover's card after all, isn't it? In a tarot, which is about the choice. It's actually ruled by Gemini, right? So yeah, so interesting because that's exactly what we're building up towards this full moon in Gemini. The choices we made and we have the opportunity to make to partner up with the spirit. Okay, and then underneath was the soul polluti 741, and that's number 12. 741 adds up to number 12, so that's like an angelic being. So okay, so let's see what these two cards. I'm not gonna read the full description for both because we'll be here all day, but yeah, this definitely is very much a lover's card, right? So let's see. And this is number 18, which comes up to number 9, and that's the year we enter into, this Hermit card. I think this is all about balancing the energies of the divine feminine and masculine in each and every single one of us, so we feel whole and stop seeking the wholeness and completeness outside of us, where, you know, this is how we externalize the power. And 369, that's the number 18 that comes up to number 9 as well, so we have double 9. Okay, so Tantra of 639, number 18. Let's see, what's that about? What Alana Fairchild channeled for us. Okay, here we go. Be open to that which seems unfamiliar or different. You will experience a breakthrough as you embrace an unusual approach. You are on a soul path of ancestral spiritual growth, which is swifter but not always easier. You do not have to contrive your own happiness, but you can dip into the bliss within your body to lighten your mental state and remind yourself everything is working out beautifully. And Tantra is a conscious creative intermingling of the sacred masculine and sacred feminine energies that dwell within every human heart. When one chooses to honor the interplay of these sacred energies, we become able to engage with the mysteries of life and respond creatively. Tantra is the refusal to turn away from your life experiences, even the painful ones, because you recognize that with wisdom, spiritual growth can emerge from all things. Tantra is the willingness of your heart to thoroughly embrace that which might be difficult or different to what we expect, and though such open-minded, open-hearted engagement discover a capacity to love and become wise. Tantra is the sacred relationship of the spirit and the body, which creates the soul. With all its precious gifts and of healings, creativity, love, and higher consciousness, the frequency of 639 evokes unity. It moves beneath conflict and grounds us in simplicity, connection, and love. When Tantra of 639 Hertz is in reading, soul connections, whether twin flame soulmates, spirit guides, or soul tribes, are especially significant to our spiritual growth. This frequency enhances the capacity for conscious and healing interaction between those who have been at odds. It is a loving cosmic bliss bomb which breaks the toxic grip of ego and facilitates soulful connection and karmic healing. If you have been working through relationship issues, this oracle brings good news for healing and resolution. This frequency also clears and strengthens the energy flow through the inner systems of the body, promoting cellular renewal. The heart healing brought about by this frequency heightens our spiritual awareness so we can navigate in both our relationships and our environments with more discernment and skill. When we cannot control our environments, we can work to become masterful of our own energy. The oracle brings reassurance. This frequency re-establishes our connections to the spiritual realm of love, light, and sacred healing beauty. It is the sublime frequency of ecstatic serenity. These beautiful energies can enter our field and create a movable spiritual feast which will nourish, support, protect, and shelter us no matter the environment we may be moving through. The Oracle of Tantra 639 Hertz asks you to allow connection. Do not zone out and turn away from what is happening even when it's painful. Be gentle with yourself, but be persistent on your path. If you cannot proceed along a certain course, find another way and do not abandon your dreams. Be receptive and yet also determined and dynamic. If you have been worrying about situation, this oracle advises you you are working your way through it. Whatever support you need shall be provided, and you are further along than you realize. The higher divine outcome is already being woven through your soul and into your experience. Things may not go to plan, but they are still going to work out. Okay. Well, I definitely personally resonate with this card because of what I am experiencing in my personal life. But to me, this is very much about this Venus-Mars opposition, because Mars is retrograde in the sign of Leo, reevaluating our sense of authenticity, or what we considered previously as authentic, and our sense of purpose and destiny. What are we here to do? And Venus in the sign of Aquarius, now in a new phase conjunction with Pluto, just trying South Node. Actually, no, Venus... Has it already tried it? Oh, yeah, she did. Oh my God, yes, she did 2 days ago. Seriously, I have no concept of time. Seriously, if I didn't have my planner on my phone and my Zoom calendar reminding me, I'm like so lost. I'm lost on this planet. So anyway, yes, Venus already made a trine to South Node and sextile to North Node. So this is supporting us in relating in a different way, because this new frequency of relationships that we are co-creating and eventually, going to bring into manifested form, at the moment is mostly energetical. It's about this not just unity consciousness, but it's these sacred relationships which are here to co-create a higher frequency on this planet. Doesn't have to be just romantic, but obviously this is how most of us are operating at the moment, because this is where we are at on our evolutionary journey, the desire to connect and find that someone, or in some cases some few, to co-create this something greater than just us, something that takes us beyond our own experience. So anyway, so this really deeply resonates with me, because like I said, with this opposition we have at the moment between Mars retrograde and Venus, which is taking us into this process of really paying attention, because opposition is an illumination, it's like a full moon, right? So, in traditional astrology, we would be thinking about opponent. There are like two against each other, or like tug of wars kind of energy. And in a sense, it is like, the old ego concepts and perceptions fighting against this new. There is this heartfelt desire for this new direction, this new way of being, new way of relating, new way of connecting. But we are so attached to the old. And a lot of that comes from the trauma and sense of unworthiness and the lack mentality, that we don't believe we can have more, or it can be different, or whatever. So anyway, so this is about balancing the energies within us, so then we can find the connection with the outside world in a more balanced way, because it's all the inside out process. This is how anything new is being created. Okay, and let's just see briefly about this one, Solve Polluti, which actually is number 19, which is the sequence. And number 19 is number 10, which is all about endings and new beginnings, the reset point, which is the year 2026. So let's see. Solve Polluti 741 Hertz, which adds up to number 12, right? 1212 portal. Tune into your heart and you will be able to find your way through any negative or toxic situation. Engage in self-healing and space clearing. Commit to regular practices that help you connect with your inner light. Your light shall not be overcome by any darkness or negativity. Take time to clean your heart and mind of negativity by focusing on the divine beings that bring joy to your heart. It is appropriate for you to desire your own personal and sacred space and access it daily. And the frequency of 741 Hertz cleans things up. So polluti is a Latin expression which means clear pollutants and toxins. This frequency focuses on clearing, freeing and the hold of negativity and allowing the natural weight of bright, beautiful manifestation to unfold. Okay, yeah. So at the moment, a lot of us are going through healing, clearing process, which is obviously the introduction to the year number 9 and North Node moving into the sign of Pisces, that a lot of these outdated patterns, these these things that are trapped in time, these old energies are resurfacing, and a lot of that is coming through relationships, interaction with people that are closest to us, whether this is romantic connections, close partnership, family members, your children, whatever. All these old stories, we have Jupiter, Mercury still retrograde in opposition. Mercury as the upcoming ruler of the full moon, the last full moon of 2024. Jupiter was the ruler of the late new moon in Sagittarius. So we have all these introspections, re-evaluations, questioning, like looking again over our stories, our belief system, all the rest of it, while simultaneously seeding this new, right, the new moon in Sagittarius that we had last. And this is a lot of these things are coming up to the surface of our consciousness through relationships. So this is what offers the opportunity for disconnection, reconnection in a new way, especially because we are learning to reconnect with ourselves, as my relationship to myself, and there is a lot of healing and clearing. And like I said, this is already introduction to what we will be experiencing throughout North Node being in the sign of Pisces and South Node in Virgo, because Virgo is about clearing, healing, and all the rest of it, the hero's journey. That's what we're here for, to have a human experience, but also there is a work to be done over here. So anyway, so that really definitely resonates, and it's interesting, this card comes up about relationships, and of course the topic of 12-12 portal, it's Venus-Mars opposition. So which is all about balancing the old with the new, the divine feminine and the divine masculine that come together to co-create from this place of wholeness, from this place of unity. There is no hierarchical system. It's not like before it was just patriarchal, now it's going to be matriarchal. Actually, prior to patriarchal was a matriarchal society. Now it's about both equal, right? Because each energy has a role to play, but it's not just about female and male as a embodiment in a physical body. It's the energy. Both are needed. Okay, let's see. We are going to pull from the portal deck, Oracle of Portals. So let's see which portal, what is the portal message. So 12-12, this is obviously about relationships, balancing divine feminine and masculine, process of clearing, healing, detoxification. Also, I feel that allowing certain relationships to live our life or being redefined, because there are new relationships that are waiting to come into our life to teach us new lessons, not continuously keep going in a karmic loops of learning the same lessons, copy-paste, because we don't have time for that anymore. Now with Pluto in Aquarius, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus moving next year and then fully in 2026, we don't have time for this. We don't have time to keep going in circles for another 2,000 years. The time is up. So, Oracle of Portals, let's see. What is the message from Oracle of Portals for this 12-12? Okay, again, 2 cards. They're all coming in 2s today. Initiation, of course, and again, the sequence. You can say, I shuffled wrong, but I'll take it. Initiation into new world. Yes, this is perfect as far as I'm concerned. Initiation, we entered the path, the journey. You see, it's all dark. We are in a womb space, and look at all the indigo color and the light, the third eye. We need to vision it first with our third eyes. We cannot yet see. We just following the light. There is a journey ahead, but like that card said, we are much closer than we think. And this adds up to number 11, which is a master number frequency. And again, number 3. Number 12, number 3, it's all number 3, which is all about this expansion. And in Tarot, number 3 is the Empress, right? Which is about birthing the new. It's the Mama Gaia, birthing the new earth. And yeah, it's interesting. There is an Eiffel Tower in there on this one. Yeah, the new world that we are co-creating together. But we need to have a vision. We need to believe it before we can see it, because the manifestation comes after. And yeah, and at the bottom is ascent. Yeah, this year number 8 was like a springboard towards ascension. Yeah, very similar. Ascending, being initiated into the frequency of the new world. That's literally what's happening. Yeah. And the number 12 in Tarot is a Hanged Man. which is about these things are being turned upside down. There might be a slight delay with regards to the manifested form because things are in a process of changing and happening. Timelines are shifting. Like I said, we are just about to have this full moon in Gemini on Sunday, which is about illumination of what was seeded on a 6/6 portal. Again, it was a portal day. And we have an opportunity to shift timelines if we wish to. Like, do I want to go in this direction and now I know where it's going to lead, or do I want to choose something different? So yeah, nothing is set in a stone, and that's why, like I was discussing in my previous video, predictive astrology will become more and more redundant because the more people will learn to choose their own timeline and be able to become a frequency match to him, everything will start changing very rapidly. So this is our initiation to learn to do that on a day of Jupiter, Thursday. Okay, so we start with the initiation number 29. Initiation. So there's this one, 29. Whatever you're going through may seem confusing, overwhelming, or complicated, but it is in fact a sacred initiation. On the other side, you will reach a new level of competence, mastery, and success. As adolescents, many of our ancestors underwent ceremonial rites of passage, gravely challenging rituals that mark their transition from childhood to adulthood. For example, upon completion of such challenges, our ancestors were celebrated. They took on new responsibilities and were granted more privileges. Most importantly, they were seen as fully realized adults worthy of admiration, inclusion, and respect. While most of us don't live in cultures that perform formal initiation ceremonies, we still go through periods where we level up in one or more areas of life. Often these phases can be viewed as initiations. This is particularly true when we go through times when we feel that we are metaphorically blindfolded and forced to clarify or redefine who we are and what we stand for. Well, if that isn't the Mars retrograde, Mercury retrograde, Jupiter retrograde, Mars in opposition with Venus and Mercury in opposition with Jupiter, mutual reception over there, I don't know what is. And also Venus as the current ruler of Uranus, who also have mutual reception, Venus being in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus. And Uranus is also a retrograde, let's not forget. It seems you are going through such a time. You may feel uncertain, like your future or the outcome of your current circumstance is completely outside of your ability to predict or foresee. Or you may feel that you have been abandoned, neglected, sabotaged, or forced to go it alone. Even though it's natural to feel worried at such times, this card has shown up for you to let you know you are undergoing a powerful initiation. As best you can, surrender to your current experience, allow yourself to dwell in the wisdom of uncertainty, and release your attachment to the outcome. Of course, take positive action when you feel guided, and whenever you notice yourself going into fear, bring your awareness to the present moment by focusing on your breath. Breathe deeply and relax your body as best as you can. Then say a prayer asking the divine to support you and carry you through. Allow yourself to feel the fear and also do your best to steady yourself and move through this challenge with grace. This is the meaning of courage. You are ready for this initiation, otherwise it would not have appeared in your life. Upon its completion, you will discover you are stronger, wiser, and more purposeful than ever before, and new portals of possibility will appear. So this is what we're all going through. Challenges in our life that are initiating us into this new direction. And yeah, when we raise our vibration and frequency and let go of all this baggage, then you can rise much higher. There are many more opportunities, possibilities that present themselves to us because of the frequency. That the higher we go on the frequency, the more unlimited potential will become available to us. And then the new world. This one, new world, and this looks like a cherry blossom. I mean, it's obviously Eiffel Tower there, but it looks like spring, right? Like a cherry blossom. The world is a vast and interesting place. It's natural to want to see and experience new things. At this moment, you may be moving to a new location, workplace, Such newness is exciting, but also frightening. At portals such as these, it can be powerful to set clear intentions for what you would like to experience in this new world. Perhaps you'd like to love yourself more, express your creativity more fully, or be more open and honest with others. Write out this intention in the present tense as if they are already true. That way you'll tune into emotional vibrations of these qualities and begin to magnetize them right away. Even if it feels highly uncomfortable, this is an invigorating and revelatory time. As you step into this new world, you are free to see yourself and your life through new eyes. You will open up even more new worlds of possibility within and around you. Yeah, this is just a continuation of the same process. Initiated into a new version of yourself, a new world will open up. And yes, it's exciting and it's scary at the same time, but there is no going back. Pluto is not going back to Capricorn. And then the ascent, just let's see briefly. Everything is ascending. The entire cosmos. It is as if flight of stairs has appeared with an opportunity to step up and out of wherever you are into a new level of being. When a drama is playing out around us, it can be hard to see that we don't need to interact with it at a level at which it was initiated. Instead, we can rise up and out of the story so we can see it from a new perspective and with a new degree of understanding. If the drama is taking place outside of you, it's time to pull away and take some quiet time alone so you can recharge, renew, and remember your power. The drama may be occurring inside you, for example, when you feel anxious or your mind is telling you stories that feel scary and disempowering. In these instances, you will discover freedom when you stop identifying with the inner chatter and instead identify with the wise, vast, silent consciousness in which it is all arising. That is your true consciousness. It's who you are, and it's where all the answers and solutions lie. Einstein is credited with saying we cannot solve our problem with the same thinking we used to create them, the level of consciousness. Indeed, the problem you see to be experiencing will not be solved by fighting or arguing with it on its terms. Instead, you can establish your terms by rising out of the inner landscape where the problem appears to have so much power. Just for a moment, let go of your beliefs or expectations about your circumstance and instead choose to see it as if you are viewing it from high above, or perhaps as if you are looking back at it as your older, wiser self. Loosen your grip on the situation or decide to see it through eyes of compassion and love for everyone involved. It's natural to get caught up in stories that seem to comprise your experience of life. But you also have the ability to leave some of the attachment behind and elevate your viewpoint to one that is more in line with your true eternal self. When you do this, you may realize you didn't really want what you thought you wanted, or it's time to leave an old way of being behind. Whatever you discover ascending will allow you to find greater freedom and align more fully with wisdom, power, and peace. Again, it's the same thing. You see, it's the same thing. It's about this going beyond. It's about reevaluating everything that we believe about our life. You know, the way you identify, the stories we tell about it, the story we tell about ourselves, about who we are and what we're here to do. Like, we're going through this massive reevaluation of everything because we are being nudged, not so gently, it's gonna get louder as we go along, by the universe, that it's time to let this go and step into this new role that we came here to play, through which we co-create this new. So that's what I mean, there is no going back. So we've been initiated into new world through the path of ascension, going beyond, and we are still in Sagittarius season, and actually this full moon is happening on Leo Decan, right? Leo Decan of Sagittarius, which is about creating this new landscape, looking at things from higher perspective. Yeah, because we cannot create a different world any other way than going beyond what was. Quantum field, right? Working with the laws of this universe where everything is possible. The quantum field. Sorry, this is my crystals. My crystals are falling all over. Okay, okay, I reached for this one, so let's pull it. But I really want to use also this one, Dreamgate Oracle. But okay, let's do this one first then. So this is the Sacred Destiny. So the Sacred Destiny Oracle from Denise, Linn. Let's see what is the message, and then we go to the Dreamgate. what we're gonna dream into reality. Okay, sacred destiny, what is the message for 12-12 portal, please? Okay, sacred destiny. Message for the collective for 12-12 portal. Opportunity with the crescent moon. And at the bottom, potential. Opportunity, potential, and delight. Yeah, the delight came recently. I don't know which reading it was, if public or personal. So we have the opportunity, and we are full of potential, like the volcano, you see? Volcano. Oh no, this is not the volcano card. This is the stars to lead us to the delight, to this new experience. Yeah, for sure, this card came up recently. Create a joyous experiencing on this planet. Okay, let's go to the opportunity. It is all very, like, I don't know, the energy is strange today. Maybe it's just because of my transit. Opportunity. Here we go. Moon through the pine trees. The sacred landscape wants you to know. Gifts from the universe are ready to cascade into your life. Abundance, health, longevity, vitality, and joy are flowing to you gently and easily in the days ahead. There may be times where the goodness of life feels like it is ebbing and flowing rather than being a steady stream of fulfillment. This is similar to the moon peeking through the pine trees for a moment of two. But as you stay open and receptive, physical and emotional gifts will come into your life. Instead of bemoaning the fact that there isn't a steady and constant stream of joy and gifts from the universe, accept whatever you receive in a spirit of gratitude, and your bounty will increase tenfold. This is a universal law. Here we go. There we go, the law of attraction. So yeah, a lot of us are experiencing, these types of flows. Like, I'm experiencing this on an emotional state, like the highs and the lows, like feeling like, oh yeah, I mastered this, I figured this out, and then feeling like, oh yeah, cool, like I feel on a different like frequency and stuff, and then something happens, or I hear something, or something, see something, whatever, external stuff. Sometimes internal, sometimes it's a thought or a story, and then like bam, and it's this opportunity. I feel with these ebbs and flows and ups and highs is the opportunity to find your 0 point. So universe is not doing this to punish us, like doing it to us, it's doing it for us to find this point of neutrality from which this new can be created. The true peace, harmony, and balance comes from the 0 point. And from that you can go anywhere, right? So opportunity. So whatever is happening, through this 12-12, which is all about this expansion and opportunity to grow and balance things, the number 6. And actually the complete number of today is number 14, which in tarot is temperance, which is about healing and balancing, and it adds up to number 5, which is the change, right? So there are things happening inside of us and outside of us. Again, a lot of that opposition Venus-Mars comes from different people, relationships that are giving us the opportunity to find our 0 point, like how much power am I still externalizing. Venus trine in the South Node, now in a new phase conjunction with Pluto in Aquarius. This is not the way it's going to be in the future. There will be no finger pointing and saying, you did this to me, you made me feel this way, blah, 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 blah. Like, no, we all are learning to become responsible adults, Capricorn. We all have to become responsible for our own emotions. Nobody can make you feel anything. Like, we have the power to neutralize our emotions, to feel the way we want to feel by tapping into our own inner resources, this Taurus, right? And Uranus being in Taurus, and Venus as the ruler of Uranus is going to square Uranus. So all of this is challenging us in establishing a new sense of balance and a new sense of foundation also. So we are strong to withstand whatever is happening outside of us, whatever anybody says, whatever anybody thinks about us, believes about us, whatever is happening outside of us. we have to be able to take the power away from it to control us and dictate our reality. So there are a lot of opportunities for this, for growth. Some of them I feel are easier, some of them potentially more challenging, but it all serves a purpose to get us onto this frequency that we need to get to be able to thrive in the age of Aquarius, which is this, you know, complete sense of liberation, sovereignty, and freedom comes once you mastered the, you know, this physical reality through becoming the Capricorn, the conscious creator of your reality. And then you can make the matrix work for you rather than you feel like you are the slave of matrix, right? Because whatever we believe, we find a proof for. And the universe gives us more of that because of the law of attraction. And then potential, we have the unlimited potential of who we can become. Yeah, there is so much unmanifested potential. Volcano at rest. Okay, so it is volcano, but this one is ready to erupt. Ready to erupt. The archetypal personality of a volcano is one of a wild, unpredictable, and formidable energy. Yes, this is you. You know, there is this power within that is ready to erupt. Show you what you're made of. The sacred landscape wants you to know this card appears when you are ready to activate your potential to step into your strength. Yes, the year of strength. Number 8, ascent, the initiation. yes. Okay. This is the time to activate those gifts that you've had on the back burner in your life. You have incredible untapped potential. This is the time to allow it to flow. An inner world spring of power is emerging. You have a profound spiritual power that is deep within you. Do not doubt your great authority, Capricorn, and capabilities. A dormant volcano might indicate that you have uncomfortable emotions that you are repressing or keeping inside, thus creating emotional stress and inner pressure. It can also mean that you are on the verge of a great expansion and energy and life force. Expansion of energy and life force. Yeah. And eventually it's gonna lead to this delight. Like you're gonna live your best life once you free yourself from all this past conditioning. Delight is expanding in your life. So this is the potential. This is what was underneath the volcano, okay? So the volcano is erupting first. Delight is expanding in your life. Clap your hands with glee. Spend time with others. Go to a community gathering. Host a party. The joy you experience will give birth to immense creativity and your life will blossom. Share your happiness and elation with others and it will grow by leaps and bounds. This isn't the time to be serious and buckle down and get to work. Okay, so this is after, all right? So now we are at the work. Then once the work is done, then we'll have all this delight. Give yourself permission to have fun, lots of fun, especially in community with others. Yeah, this is the co-creation, you know. So it doesn't mean that now we're just going to slave away for another year and a half. No, this means both. This means all of it. This means the multidimensionality. We're doing the work, we releasing the old, but also we still at the same time co-creating the new, tapping into these new frequencies of joy, creativity, coming together in a more authentic expression with the people who speak your language, the people who are like-minded, without judgment of someone who isn't, because everything serves a purpose. This is the contrast. Everything is like, what do they say, Abraham Hicks? This is a universe of inclusion. There is no exclusion in this universe. It's all about inclusion. So everybody's welcome, you know, no matter the contrast, right? But you can always choose. You can always choose. This is why this Gemini full moon, you know, it's giving us the illumination of the choices we had made. And from that you can choose again. You are not stuck with it for life. Okay, now where we go from here? Dreamgate Oracle. Let's go to this one. Dreamgate Oracle. Okay, so this is all telling us that we are on a verge of some massive change, right? There are opportunities, there is a lot of potential, something's going to activate it, and then all this unbound force within you is going to come out to unleash the true strength of who you really are, to lead you to this potential of who you came here to be. Yeah. Okay, Dreamgate Oracle. What is the Dreamgate then? Dreamgate Oracle. This is from Danielle Noel, one of the one of my most favorite. I'm not gonna say one of the most popular or best or whatever, because everybody's got their opinion with regards to the... Okay, I'm gonna take the top card. There were quite a few that flipped out. Choose your adventure, of course. Sagittarius season. Oh, and isn't that isn't that the same? Literally. So this was the initiation. You are initiated not just to create your world, to create your own world, you know, because you're choosing your own adventure over here. Lucid dreams, conscious discoveries and manifestation. Yeah, because we are... I'm sorry, but I have a hair here that is tickling me. We are creating from inside out. You have to believe it. You have to see it in your third eye before you see it manifested, right? So we're going to speak to that. And then at the bottom is messengers. Yeah, these lucid dreams. What are you dreaming? Guardians, divine orchestration, calling in support. You are not alone, remember? We are all supported because we are here to co-create. Yeah. Choose your adventure and call on help. You know, call on help to help you to make it happen. Okay, let's see. Choose your adventure. But how funny. The card looks almost the same. Okay. Choose your adventure. Lucid dreams, conscious discoveries, manifestation, and one aeronautics. Aeronautics. Okay, I probably completely butchered that, but I've never seen that word in my life, so do excuse English being my second language. I'm always able to learn the language of my dreams. I am ready to enhance my walk in life. Have you ever woken within a dream knowing that you are indeed asleep? Oh yeah, very recently. If so, you may have experienced lucid dreaming, this sacred gift which can be activated and worked with like a muscle, also provides opportunities to explore the hidden facets of our unconscious self. In lucid dreams, we may feel unbound from our waking life as we stretch our imagination to entirely new limits, playing out our deepest desires, wishes or unresolved patterns. In many ancient spiritual philosophies, it was believed that lucid dreaming was used to tap into the illusionary nature of reality and to examine more closely the secrets of the universe. In the lucid state, dreamers may experience feelings of exhilaration, elation, and freedom. Here we may fly through galaxies, bathe in pools of diamonds, glide along rainbows, or travel to any destination of our choice. Being lucid and aware in our dreams comes down to our ability to differentiate between the reality of our dreams and our waking world, and we can use this knowledge to activate our travels and strengthen our days. If you feel as though there are some dreamy places you wish to explore, if you would like to create a stronger bridge between your waking life and dreams, or if you have a newfound thirst for more discoveries, here are a few small exercises you can do to stimulate this process. Set intentions. Before you go to sleep, set an intention to have a lucid dream. Visualize yourself becoming aware that you are dreaming and being able to control the journey. When you wake up, set an intention for your day. Remind yourself of it. And then keep a journal. Journaling can help you become more aware of your dreams and remember more details about what you are visualizing. Write down everything you can remember once you wake up, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant the details are. Most of all, how do these make you feel? Tap into the emotions that surface as you gently reflect. And then reality check. Get into the habit of checking whether you are dreaming several times a day. This may sound strange, but this step can help you develop a habit of checking whether you are dreaming in your dreams as well. This creates lucidity once you find yourself in dreamland. The message: if you have chosen this card, you are being offered a doorway into multiple timelines ahead. You have the opportunity to turn toward what you love as you gently tap outside of your current comfort zones. The universe may soon present you with an alternate direction or choice. Let it be the one that truly draws you in. Let it usher you through times of uncertainty as you follow the path of least resistance. Perhaps at this time you are also becoming aware of the steps you have taken in the past. If you have regrets, know that the lessons you have learned learned and endured are all part of the refinement of your self-awareness and confidence. Your infallible composure comes with the reinforcement of your own foundation, which you have built through trial and error and self-compassion. Over time, you may notice a divine plan with the timing of things that you now have more creative power with the trajectory you are on. Every choice you make can have a ripple effect on your life and the lives of those around you, and your knowledge of this is only becoming stronger. This also helps you take stock of the preciousness of time. Nothing is to be wasted anymore. Your inner circle, your relationships, your desires, your goals, all are powerful makers and reflections of the refinement of your life. You know how to choose wisely. This is your sacred adventure. And then, what is my dream intention for tonight or today? How am I being guided to awaken my dreams? Yes, this is again going back to Sagittarius new moon that we had. Seeding the reality that you want to see manifested in your life. And now is this illumination the choice? Just like it was here, you know, with the timelines. You choosing your timelines. Where was it? Okay, I can't find it right here, but I know that there was something about the timelines. You are choosing your timelines, you're choosing your adventure, your next adventure. And this sounds so woo-woo. I know this sounds so crazy because like I've been so deep, deep engrossed in the Abraham Hicks work, right? So it's all about this law of attraction, working with quantum field before Erin Ryan's also again revisiting Dr. Joe Dispenza work and stuff. And this is all about that, you know, like tap into the emotions, you know, like catch the thoughts, catch the stories, rewrite them, choose differently, choose a preference, like, okay, yeah, brain suggests a story, blah, 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 blah. This is what happened before. And then the old emotion resurfaces. Oh my God, I'm afraid now, I'm this, I'm that, you know, doesn't feel good. Okay, doesn't feel good means that you out of your vortex of creation, you know, you out of alignment of your soul path. Okay, what story do I prefer? I want to rewrite this story. I don't want this story. And then it sounds like I'm crazy, you know, I'm talking to myself here, obviously, recording this. But like I'm trying to convince myself of something that my brain is straight away telling me, you are a liar, this is not truth. But what is the truth? Sagittarius, Gemini, all mutable signs. What is the truth? There is only, you know, universal laws. Everything else is just a perception and a story. So it's so interesting. And yeah, with these lucid dreams, like dreams are such a power. And I don't think, again, because it's so Neptunian, it's so ephemeral, like, you know, it's tangible, it's very like you cannot catch it, it's like a perfume, right? It's just like we think we understand, we think we got it, and then it's like, oh my God, it shifted again. It's like the smoke, right? So I really feel that this is, again, such an untapped aspect of our experience of being human, our dream and dreamscape and stuff. But yeah, you know, if you can vision it, if you can dream it, then it exists already. It's just in a different life timeline, in the different, yeah, maybe in a different lifetime also, but in a different reality. But there is the only thing that is between your life now and the dream, the reality you want to attract closer to you is the frequency, right? So if it's something you don't want to be experiencing, then yeah, then just like let's stay away from that frequency, you know. I'm not gonna now worry about it all day and attract it to me. I'm gonna go, okay, yeah, I choose a different timeline, let's tap into that one. So it's again about mastering our emotions, mastering our thoughts and mastering our emotions. I feel once we master these two things, rock and roll, you can have anything. Our thoughts and our emotions, for sure. Not an easy thing though. Okay, messengers. Let's see, let's just read the message, the card message about these guides. Messengers. Okay, so this is divine orchestration, guardian sign, synchronicities, calling in support, shining ones. I'm divinely protected and seen. I am open to guidance of my angelic allies. Okay. Yeah, this is about, you know, the angelic help, how it can help you. But they're here to shower us with the highest octave of love as they help awaken, protect, and comfort us. But there was something about free will I saw here. You have to, yeah. You have to, angels cannot interfere in our life without our direct permission, as they are the ones with divine will. as opposed to free will. Okay, let's go to the message. And trust your inner. Okay, let me just read the whole thing because there are a lot of things popping up for me. So that's this one, the spirit guides. As intimates of the divine source, angels are the ancient messengers of the heavenly realms, creatures that share a direct doorway into the heart of creation. Countless people across the ages have experienced these interdimensional guides as protectors, watchers, light beings, and even distant star relatives. Truly, many names have breathed life into their shared communion with us earthlings. These gentle beings are here to help remind us of our shared birthright as children of the universe. Embodiments of radiant energy and high vibration that are often seen with glowing wings of light, which they use to move freely through the etheric realms. Just speaking about dreams and Neptune. In ancient Egypt, they may have been known as shining ones, that eventually became regarded as the pantheon of gods, golden wings and all. Angels help us bridge our heart with divine love and often appear during deep initiations in life to assist us in observing where we need healing or self-love. They also see us clearly without judgment so that we can learn to forgive ourselves and hold more compassion for others. Their main objective is to aid us in freeing ourselves from the burdens of karmic patterns that keep us trapped in a state of density and shadows so that we can eventually return to our oneness with Source. They also teach us that lower vibrational forces such as fear, anger, resentment, envy, and hatred must be transmuted. Very often, this involves tender recognition through our own inner and outer forgiveness. Angels cannot interfere in our lives without our direct permission, as they are one with divine will and opposed to free will. They can, however, leave signs for us to pick up on if we are open to receiving them. They are here to shower us with the highest octaves of love as they help awaken, protect, and comfort us. These messengers have been known to make appearances in dream time, and when we are faced with their warm, inviting light, we might feel as though we are experiencing a profound visionary state, one that transcends our earthly eyes. Through their messages, we may receive information or suddenly awaken to an entirely new veil of reality. Angels also offer us signs of caution and warning and encourage us to always trust our inner compass. Message: you may feel the presence of a soothing mediator between your dreams and waking life, or perhaps familiar warmth that envelops you at times. When you receive this card, know that your guardian angel or guide is with you, sending you beams of unconditional love. The fragments of your spirit that perhaps need some mending are gently being healed and reintegrated. You are blessed with a divine force and you can tap into it whenever you need. Be open to new signs and synchronicities after you reach out to your guides, and don't be afraid to ask for support. So that's another one, the support. Oh my god, where did I saw it? I don't know, maybe it was just the same card. Maybe I'm going crazy here. Okay, how can you take note of the miracles how can I take note of the miracles in my life more? What am I yearning to ask for at this time? Yeah, so this is about the giving and receiving and the giving of gratitude. The giving of gratitude for what we have, but also being honest with ourselves with what we want and not allowing the voice in our head telling us we can't have it. Because you're choosing your next adventure, remember? You know how the adventure you've had until this point feels like, so what is your preference? And the guides are here to help us, to guide us, to raise our frequency to these higher octaves of love, so we are more of a match to this Aquarian age, the polarity Leo, heart-centered consciousness, co-creating from this place of love, from this place of neutrality, from this place of balance and healing. And now we are entering this phase, we are initiated into this phase of healing, right? So yeah, there is a lot of help available to us, because we are all co-creating this new world together, the seen and the unseen. Okay, I have 2 more decks, but we're good with time because I don't really have much to say on my own. So this is the secret language of light. This is the transmissions from the soul. I was going to use this deck previously, but then always some other deck jump in front. So I was like, okay, there must be a reading where this deck will be the right one to speak, and this is it. Yeah, the transitions. The Secret Language of Light from Denise Jervie. Okay, what is the message from the light? Okay, again 2 cards. Oh my god, all these 2 cards. You see, everything is happening in couples today with this Venus-Mars opposition. Okay, what is the card here? Nothing has gone wrong. The yin-yang. You see, it's again the balancing of the divine feminine and masculine, because it's the perfect wholeness. Yeah. Nothing has gone wrong. Doesn't this look like a compass? You know, you can go in any direction, you will always find your way home. And it's kind of like a Mayan calendar. Yeah, like a Mayan calendar. Okay, and at the bottom, sensitivity rose. Yeah, that's been going around in my consciousness a bit. Sensitivity number 15, which is number 6. And here we have a number 7, again, continuation. You know, even though I didn't pick the cards together, they're still a continuation. We see all these continuation cards. Okay, so nothing has gone wrong. Let's see, because everything is perfect. Everything is always balanced. Well, I mean, universe strives for balance. So the more what we think, the more the darkness on this planet is rising, so is the light. And the more the light is rising, the more the darkness will be... we will become aware of it because of the contrast, right? And that's the opportunity for healing and integration. But nothing has gone wrong. Number 7 is Neptune, which is about the healing. And also the Chariot, the reconnection with your true essence of who you are, the power within. An obstacle launches new loving requests. In the last few days, a change came out of the blue. It may have felt like your body and mind moved through a crack in reality as your life altered course so suddenly. Deep within, you have been craving change, and the situation brings new and different experiences to your life. You may be feeling a little lightheaded and dazzled by the brilliance of this expanded version of you, but you are doing so well. It is now time to catch your breath and settle into your new outlook. This is an opportunity to look at your thoughts, ideas, and your reactions to your potential success. Yeah, where was the potential? Yeah. Here, the volcano waiting to erupt. The unlimited potential of you. As you become aware and implement change, you can rise above the limits people or situations have placed on you. This card depicts the trigram of the I Ching, the Book of Change. Yeah, I thought I saw it somewhere. The Book of Change with a yin-yang symbol. This is a reminder that everything changes, that nothing can exist on our physical plane without its opposite. Venus-Mars opposition, anyone? And neither is superior to the other. You can't stop anything that has manifested, but you can serve as inspiration to create new paths aligned with your soul's truth. Yeah, so what is coming to me with regards to this card is that whatever is existing in your life, it's existing, so you have the opportunity to create a polarity to it, to balance. To balance that whichever is out of balance, because also like the previous cards were saying about this karma and coming out of these contracts and bounds and this continuous cycle of karma, the copy paste, right? The only way we're going to balance the karma is obviously to neutralize the energy. So that's why things might really feel very overwhelming for many of us, because we feel like we're being bombarded, like one thing after another, after another, after another, after another. And like, when will it stop? And that's because now we are on this accelerated path of freeing ourselves from these bounds of the past, all these things that we said like, oh yeah, I'll do it. Or, this karma and stuff. And that's all getting resolved, because then our focus will be more future oriented, rather than at the moment we are more past oriented about what was, and like sometimes we are present, but then it will be more about the future. What are we visioning for future? What are we creating? So this is what I feel is happening. We are balancing, this change that we are experiencing in our individual and collective experience, and the sudden changes, these volcanoes erupting that are showing us these new aspects of ourselves that were lying dormant, are helping us to balance the energies, so this old can just become neutralized, like zapped, and it just can be released back into the universe, so it can then take on a new form. And that's when we will start seeing more of the manifestation of this next timelines, of this world that we are creating going forward, rather than just see the manifestation of what was, because that's the dominant manifestation at the moment. And then the sensitivity number 15, which is the devil card in tarot, but it's the number 6, which is the harmony and balance, and is the lovers. So the sensitivity, so we are all becoming more attuned, and it's like the unfolding, we are all unfolding into who we really are, the sensitivity, our innate power within. Heightened intuition and compassion. Yes, you are becoming more sensitive to the energy and vibrations that precede all physical creation. We can all sense these energies, but our rational minds often override our feelings. Sense beyond what you see with your eyes and hear in your mind. Trust your heart will bring together the most up-to-date information through your senses. When we are open to sensing and feeling love, it also means we are open to sensing and feeling fear. This clarifies the importance of actively choosing where you place your gaze and focus your energy. Exactly. Don't let old stories determine what you will think and feel. Didn't I say that? When you master your emotion and master your mind, you mastered the matrix, right? I mean, this is so cool. Work in progress on my end, for sure. Oh my god, my hair is just crazy today. I washed it this morning. Where were we? Don't let old stories determine what you will think and feel. There is no hiding behind words. Feeling sorry for another or situation doesn't help them or you. It takes you to a place where you can't hear any solutions and feeds back what they already know. You came here to create reality, not to accept it. You attract what you are, not what you think or what you say, but what you feel. Yes, the universe doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you are a frequency matched to, for sure. Celebrate your sensitivity. Without it, you may not realize you have a choice. What do you want to bring into your life? Oh my gosh, this is your full moon in Gemini message. What do you want to bring into your life? Yes, where is this thing? Choose your adventure. You've been initiated to create a new world. We are all ascending together. There are these people that are here, beings that are here to help you. You are this unlimited potential that has the opportunity to burst, into creative mode, to create this life of joy and delight. And new connection within other beings, right? Through the balancing of the divine feminine and masculine within. And it's all going through this process of healing, the inward process of healing, self-love, self-acceptance. This is such a beautiful depiction of self-love, if anybody asks me, which they of course won't. Yeah, so this is perfect. Yeah, initiated into the new world, into your next adventure with these sensitivities, being cracked open. Yes. When we don't feel pain, but we don't feel love too. So when the gate opens and the wall comes down, we feel everything. But then, just like in one of these meditations from Milan Moritz, she says that, but when it was when we shut the door and had the walls and stuff, but then it was trapped inside. Like nothing could come in, not the pain, not the love, no nothing. But that which is trapped inside, the pain, the fear, all of that is trapped inside. It cannot come out either. So we're becoming more sensitive, and we are then able to reconnect with our intuition, and we also can choose. Yeah, we can choose. What do I want to, what do I want to do with this? Where do I want to go with this? How much do I want to allow Oh my God, where are my cards? Too. And this is again about the balancing of the divine feminine and masculine. It's all about this balance, creating the balance within so we don't feel incomplete, so we don't feel that I need something outside of me to complete me. No, you are already complete. You know, you already complete. Both of these energies, you know, they exist within you. This is like, it exists within you. And then we come together, you know, within other people, within other beings as whole. And then there is not this power struggle that somebody's in charge and, you know, they have to teach us lesson, we have to teach them lesson, we have to pay some karmic debts or whatever. So this is literally it, you know, this is literally it, this 12-12 portal. And it's like what just came to me, it's like the 12th hour, you know, like literally we are ending this year of strength, right? This year 8 ascension, you know, this year of strength that was initiating us into our strength, you know, the strength card, the Leo, like what is your authentic expression? We end in this year with Mars retrograde still in the sign of Leo until January 6th, I think it is, right? So yeah, so this is so profoundly beautiful because literally everything that happened this year was to serve that purpose, you know, to all this interaction with other people, all the triggered, you know, internal, external, micro, macro, you know, our personal relationship, what's going on a political, global scene, theater, everything, you know, it is all to bring us back to ourselves, to go and we are initiated into this path, not just self-discovery but inner healing, so we can heal this which is still hurt, and it needs to be healed in order for us to have this different experience, to come together with this reality outside of us, part of which are other people, in this different way, from this place of wholeness. And for that we need to balance that which is within us, divine feminine and masculine, and understand that there will always be change, there will always be evolution, but when these aspects of us are balanced and we feel whole and complete, then we don't allow this external world to take us out of our equilibrium. It doesn't mean we're not affected or we don't have a, you know, response to it or even knee-jerk reaction, but for how long? For how long? Yeah, for how long we allow this external to have such a power over us. So this is what we're mastering, and we're going to continue to do so throughout this North Node, Pisces South Node in Virgo, and everything else that's going on next year, which is a lot. Saturn, Neptune, Uranus moving into new signs, then go back into the old signs. Obviously, Saturn, both Neptune and Saturn conjunct in North Node, and then we're going to have Jupiter squaring the nodes, you know, then Mercury, Sun, Venus squaring the nodes from each side. First, you know, from Gemini, then from Sag at the end of the year. There's so much happening, and this is all helping us to heal everything that needs healing, release everything that needs releasing, because we have this beautiful opportunity to free ourselves from this old karma, because this doesn't hold space. It no longer holds a meaning for us to keep doing that, you know, this karmic, like repaying this karmic debt and stuff. We are here to create this new. We don't have the time, and I don't know how many more incarnations to go over the old stuff. Like Saturn is in Pisces, that's it, you know. I'm just, even talking about it, I'm just sick and tired talking about it. Like, oh, you know, again, this old stuff, ancestors, trauma, you know, all this old energy. Like, no, this is literally it. This is the next year and a half while the North Node is in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. That's it. And then, you know, these next 19-20 years of Pluto being in the sign of Aquarius, we freeing ourselves from all of that stuff. You know, this world, and I really hope here to see it when Pluto moves into the sign of Pisces. I really hope to still be here to see, like, what the hell. You know, I'm really curious, like, in 20 years' time, 2043, 44, you know, like, what the hell is gonna be happening over here on this planet? You know, I'm excited for it. I'm up for it, because I'm like, I don't care, you know, like Pluto Scorpio over here. I don't care what's gonna happen to get us there. But, you know, I'm like, we need to go. We are on our way already. You know, there's no way I'm coming back if this planet is the same way as it's now, you know. It's just going forward, from now on forward. That's the only way I came back. I don't know how about anybody else, but I was being told, don't worry, this time it's gonna be different. You can reclaim your power and you can co-create the new. And the reality you are co-creating, you know, with all these other soulmates and, you know, whatever, soul family, this new reality will be very different. And you will remember who you are, and you'll be able to tap into your infinite potential to create this new world, to choose. You can choose your new adventure, because we will no longer be bound by karma, and we have all this help and support available us to get us there, because the veil is so thin. So I'm just basking in this energy here. It's beautiful. It's not gonna be easy, but that's why we build in this strength. That's why we experiencing all these challenges in our lives, to prepare us for that, to find that center point, to find that inner compass, to learn to work with our emotions and our thoughts, to be the master, not our emotions to be in charge of us like a toddler, and not our mind to be in charge of us, to completely be able to like, you know, get us to bed because this bloody monkey voice in my head just won't shut up and stuff. Like, no, you are in charge. You are in charge. Your higher self is in charge. And we have all this help. We have all this help to help us to get there. Yeah. But for that, exactly, you need to find the stillness, the time of stillness and quiet. You are your priority right now. I literally said this to my client today. You are the number one priority in your life. You need to find a space and time every single day and make it your routine, make it your habit, where you are with yourself and you have the opportunity to invest in yourself, to give to yourself what you need, and to reconnect with this essence of who you are, to create this stronger foundation, right? It's not like a privilege or a luxury, you know, this self-care or self-nurture. No, this is like, it's a prerequisite. It's a prerequisite of Aquarius age. There is no other way, because it's not just gonna suddenly happen. These things, this contrast, it is so deeply embodied in us, you know, this program, how we feel about ourselves, these triggers, all these strong emotions, you know, like so unbound, because this is stuff that's unresolved from the past. It's all thousands of years. You're not just gonna shift it in one meditation, or like repeat in affirmation for one day and then you expect your whole life to change. No, this has to become a daily habit. It has to become the part of the new you. You know, and this is where we are really learning, sometimes very hard way, just like I had to in my life, learn boundaries. Boundaries are always movable. When you are the creator, when you are your Capricorn, you can move the boundaries. You decide where is the border, you know. Boundaries only scare people when they think that, you know, that somebody else is in charge. But if you are in charge of your boundaries, then what are you worried about? Yeah, you can always change them. So anyway, I don't want to go into this whole new conversation about that. But yeah, self-care, time for yourself, stillness, you know, time to give to yourself what you need, at least 5-10 minutes a day if you can't spare more. It's a necessity. It is not a luxury. It's a necessity. Because with these Pisces, Virgo nodes, you know, there's going to be so much flooding of emotion. And if your foundation is not strong, you're going to get taken, you know, with the flood. You're going to be taken down with the river. So, and yeah, this co-creation with the spirit, you know, your inner compass, your direct line to God, to universe, to your higher self, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't matter, you know, like, let's not get lost on terminologies and labels. But yeah, okay, let me just pull a few cards from the Psychic Tarot, and I'm just going to interpret it myself without book. And then we end with that, because it's 11:38. 11. Spirit is confirming. Okay, we complete. Okay, final message from Psychic Tarot with regards to this 12/12 portal, the 12th hour of the year 8, the year of strength that is preparing us for our hermit cave. Oh yes, number 3. Did I say 12 was number 3? Jupiter, yeah. Expansion on the day of Jupiter. I think I mentioned it a few times to that. Yeah, look at that. 3 of Cups. Yes, the spirit is cheering, rejoice in celebration. Finally, you get in there, humans. We were here all along. Why we were not invited to the party? Come on. And what's at the bottom? Oh, yeah, temptation. Oh, yeah, why? Because of the devil. Because of the choices we made in the past, which we felt bound by. That, oh, but you know, I have these chains around my neck. There is all this bloody karma. No, you are the creator of your reality. You know, come on. You can take the chains off. We burn in all of that now, you know, through intention, through this work, through this balancing of your own emotion and stuff. So yeah, look at the contrast. Look at the contrast. Here we rejoice with celebration in with the spirit, with all the lights, you know, all these beautiful colors, heart-centered, all the green, you know, all the yellow, the happiness, the joy, you know, just like this one. Same thing, right? And then we have this like, oh, light? What you mean light? You know, I'm just here in my darkness suffering. Come on, you know, there is no one out there. Yeah? Yeah, look at that. You know, help is available. But you have free will. If you say, no, I'll do it alone, you know, like a 3-year-old. No, me, I'll do it alone. Don't help me. And then obviously using discernment, we can't do it all for the kids because then they never learn. But like, I mean, come on. So yeah, let's see what's under the devil. Material harvest, 9 of Pentacles. Yes, opportunity. Okay, one more. Base chakra, of course. And then yeah, 9 of Wands. I mean, it's all happening. Come on, almost there. Already 2 9s. You know, 2 9s. You know, through this inner work. You know, look, your higher self has your back. Look, you see. All that work you've done, you know, all that stuff that you planted, and now it's time to, you know, to get your reward, you know. The spirit is here cheering on you, celebrating you. You are almost there. Number 9, next year, that's it. Next year, literally, North Node in Pisces is the year when the work can be done. You know, Uranus is already going to move into Gemini for 5 minutes, but still already dipping its toes. We know last year when Pluto first time moved into the sign of Aquarius for 5 minutes, literally like 2 months, we already felt it. So it's the same. Next year, Neptune, Saturn in Aries, Uranus in Gemini, then going back, but never mind. Yeah, you know, we almost there. So don't let this to stop you. You know, and how you're going to change this, you know, making a new choice, you know, the number 3, Gemini, yes, full moon in Gemini right now, number 3. But also the base chakra, creating stronger foundation in your life. That has to come from within, right? The roots. But yeah, look at that. Time to celebrate because you're almost there. The number 10, the 2026 year, that's the reset point. The 26th of July 2026, yeah, 26. And that's 8 8 16, and that's 17. Number 8, of course, success, abundance, right? Yes, this is when the nodes are going to move into Leo and Aquarius, right? And by that point, Uranus is in Gemini, Saturn is in Aries, Neptune is in Aries, and Chiron is in Taurus. And of course, Pluto is in Aquarius. So yeah, so that's what I mean. It's all perfect, you know, it's time. And yes, here is wisdom, number 5. And then, you know, okay, we're not going to continue with everything, but yeah. Then there was the 3 of Swords, so the broken heart. Yeah, we're learning from the broken heart. Look, wisdom, this is the Hierophant. You are the law, you know, the spiritual law, the human law, all of it. You know, like learn from the wisdom of the past. Number 5, all these things that are happening unexpectedly, let's learn from the wisdom of the past. You know, there's the Taurus, again, Taurus, the foundation, the base. You know, allow the past to teach us the lessons, the past, everything that was, you know, the old structure of reality, the religion, all of it. You know, like that created the foundation of the reality that is now no longer strong, no longer fun, you know, but it got us where we are. So we're going to use the wisdom of that. We use the wisdom of it not to keep us trapped, but to free ourselves, to be able to make a new choice, because it's time. Because it's time. Because we're almost there to reap the rewards. The Spirit is supporting us. The 9 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's 1:16. I feel complete. I really feel very optimistic about this 5 to 12 experience that we are having here on a 12/12, December 12th, 2024, in a year of strength. Almost there, right before this full moon in Gemini, with the Venus-Mars opposition as the current rulers of the South and the North Node, Mars retrograde. Everything is under reevaluation. Mercury is still retrograde stationing, but still retrograde at the time of the full moon in Gemini that took place on a 6/6 portal. Everything is under reevaluation because everything that you believe about your life, your reality about yourself, might not be what it is. And you decide what do you want it to be, because reality is very malleable. Okay, guys, I'm going to close with this. So I want to thank my higher self, my spirit guides, angelic team, ancestors, ascended masters, all the beings of light that came through the messages in the cards, all the cards, the decks, and all the authors of the decks that brought the messages through in their creation. And thank you everyone for being here. Thank you everyone for co-creation. Thank you everyone for listening. And I wish you all a wonderful rest of the day whenever you're watching this. And yeah, have a great weekend ahead. I will be hopefully recording with Adrian on Saturday, publishing straight away the full moon in Gemini collaboration, and then creating my own astrological forecast for next week and publishing it probably on Sunday. So stay tuned. Wish you all a wonderful rest of the day. Much love everyone and speak soon. Bye for now.